The best gaming laptop 2024, all the latest models compared in this video. It's been a fantastic year for the best gaming laptops on the market. With NVIDIA RTX 40 series graphics cards entering the fray and new generation processors powering them, the jump in performance between this and last year's models is impressive. Obviously, these rigs can provide the power of a desktop machine, with the portability of a much lighter device. However, truly great gaming laptops manage to do this while remaining cool, balancing price to performance value, and while packing high-quality display into their costs. These are the kinds of machines we're interested in, and after extensive testing we found the models you need to know about this year. The best gaming laptop of 2024 is the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 so far, but plenty of our favorite machines balance raw power with value for money. That means some of these top models won't run the most impressive graphics cards or pack bags of RAM that will simply outperform their price tag. After all, if you don't need an all-singing rig, why pay for one? We've put a wide range of gaming laptops through their paces to find the best machines in the business, testing performance relative to the specs on offer, efficiency in design and temperature, and overall value for money. We run each machine through a series of performance benchmarks, and live, play, and work with the models we review for an extended period of time. You can check out exactly how we test gaming laptops in our dedicated guide. You'll find all our recommendations for the best gaming laptop on the market in this video, and more information on choosing the right configuration for you and your budget as well. Number 1. Best overall gaming laptop, Dell Alienware M16 or 240Hz gaming laptop. The best gaming laptop we've tested is the Dell Alienware M16 or 1. This 16-inch model provides an amazing gaming experience. It's available with fast AMD Ryzen 7000 CPUs, and various discrete AMD and NVIDIA GPUs, up to an RTX 4090. Display options include two QHD Plus panels, 165Hz or 240Hz, and an FHD plus 480Hz panel, so you can choose based on your preference in CPU/GPU configuration. Even the keyboard is customizable, as you can get it with scissor or low-profile Cherry MX mechanical switches. RAM and storage max out at 64GB and 8.5 TB, respectively, both are user replaceable. If you game online, you'd be happy to hear it has Wi-Fi 6E and an Ethernet port to ensure a reliable internet connection. You can get this laptop directly from Dell if you have trouble finding it elsewhere. Unfortunately, this is a pretty chunky laptop, so it isn't very portable, and its battery lasts less than an hour when gaming. If you only intend to play at home and want a larger, more immersive display, you can go with the 18-inch Dell Alienware M18. It has near-identical configuration options, performance, and features as its smaller sibling. The Alienware M16 delivered exactly what we expected of it. This is a more powerful, less portable version of the recent Alienware X16, trading some slimness and weight for superior performance. If you're shopping at the 16-inch size, portability isn't always the main priority anyway, and the weight difference isn't a world apart. We think the M16 makes more sense at 16 inches, where the X series really excels at smaller sizes like the X14. Our caveat is, of course, that the review unit we tested that posted such competitive performance is expensive. That doesn't have to be the case. The starting price is just above entry level, and you'll find configuration options for every budget in between. But to review it as a top-end system means shoppers have to pay top dollar to match the performance. Competition is fierce at this tier, but the M16 is still one of the best-made laptops in the bunch, with flexible loadouts and proven performance chops. You'll be happy with this machine if you can afford it, even if the Lenovo Legion Pro 7i Gen 8's combination of cost and power still can't be beat. Number 2. The most powerful gaming laptop, Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 gaming laptop. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 long reigned over the slimline gaming laptop world. It was one of the first easily portable machines, built with a form factor that respected your backpack and your desktop. In 2023, Asus has doubled down on its power. With RTX 40 series graphics heralding a return to NVIDIA, and Intel's 13th generation processors at the helm, the latest iteration embodies that classic power/portability balance. Design, the G14 nailed its aesthetic and build a long time ago, and the 2023 iteration only improves this slick but compact design ethos. The magnesium alloy chassis keeps things feeling dense and secure while still endlessly portable thanks to those soft rounded corners and 1.7 kilograms weight. The anime matrix LED display is still available, but we'd recommend avoiding it for a cheaper final price if you can. However, both models still look subtle enough to sit in a professional or gaming space. One of our favorite design aspects was the hinge, though. Like in previous models, lifting the lid also angles the body of the laptop, creating space for extra ventilation and creating a floating effect. It's a luxury aesthetic that works hard to keep your laptop running at its best at the same time. Features: while last year's venture into AMD graphics had us wanting a little more from the G14, 2023's return to NVIDIA is triumphant. There's plenty of choice here as well, with configurations spanning all the way from RTX 4060 to RTX 4090. You're still getting the 1610 display introduced on the previous model, but at the top RTX 4090 tier Asus has added its Nebula HDR mini LED panel. While a jump from IPS in its own right, though, this screen has had its specs trimmed to slot into the Zephyrus G14's bracket. Whereas other 2023 Asus laptops are wowing with their vibrant 1100 nits of peak brightness and 1024 dimming zones, the G14 trades down to 600 nits and 504 zones. That's a noticeable sacrifice having had the other models in hand. Performance: we managed to squeeze some impressive numbers out of this compact design as well. Consistently hitting well over 120 frames per second in in-game benchmarks at a high setting, and holding that performance pretty well across Ultra, those new generation components certainly aren't put to waste in this smaller chassis. Whether you're in 1080p or 1440p, everything is silky smooth. We did notice those temperatures creeping under intense workloads, though, so this will be one to keep on a desk rather than a lap. That said, not many 14-inch rigs can keep up with these specs, and even fewer can do so with the extra screen space afforded to you here. Verdict: the G14 is the best 14-inch gaming laptop we've had our hands on so far. It manages to combine power and portability in a package that very few rigs can match. You're getting better value for money, more component choices, and lower prices than the Alienware X14, making it the go-to for anyone after a compact PC. Number 3. The best cheap gaming laptop, HP Victus Full HD 144Hz gaming laptop. If you've got a tighter shopping budget, the HP Victus 15 is worth considering. The HP Victus 15 is great for gaming. It's available with Intel 12th General CPUs and NVIDIA discrete graphics, which are powerful enough to provide a smooth gaming experience in demanding AAA titles at 1080p. It has a nice keyboard and a fast SSD, as well as Wi-Fi 6 and Ethernet connectivity for low-latency online gaming. Unfortunately, its 144Hz display has a slow response time causing noticeable ghosting, and it doesn't support variable refresh rate to reduce screen tearing. The HP Victus 15 is not a great gaming laptop. It's unattractive, flimsy, and has a lackluster display. And, most important of all, game performance is merely adequate. Most titles are playable at 30 FPS, but reaching 60 FPS will often require significant cuts to visual fidelity. It's saved by the price. The Victus 15 I reviewed carries an MSRP of $799, which is already inexpensive, and is currently reduced to $549.99. That's an absolute rock-bottom price for a laptop with discrete graphics. And, despite its flaws, the Victus 15 offers a good keyboard, pleasant touchpad, and solid processor performance. That makes the HP Victus 15 an easy recommendation for budget PC gaming. It's not ideal, but it's a deal at this price. Just keep in mind that it's value, not features, that gives the Victus 15 its edge, and that edge will be dulled the moment a competitor drops its own price to compete. Number 4. A great, affordable 16-inch gaming laptop, Lenovo Legion Pro 5i gaming laptop. The Lenovo Legion 5 Pro is good for business use. Its AMD Ryzen processors can easily handle productivity tasks like web browsing, text formatting, and spreadsheets. Thanks to its NVIDIA discrete GPU, you can even edit videos for your business. The display provides plenty of room for multitasking, the keyboard feels comfortable to type on, and the touchpad is reasonably large and responsive. It has a great 1080p webcam for video calls and a wide port selection for peripherals and external displays. The downside is that it's hard to carry around because it's bulky and heavy. Also, its battery lasts less than 5 hours of light use. The Lenovo Legion Pro 5i, Gen 8, is a formidable gaming workhorse adept at handling 1600p gaming and any productivity tasks you can throw at it. This is the first laptop that we've tested with a GeForce RTX 4060. While its graphics performance can't keep up with the GeForce RTX 3070 Ti in most benchmarks, it's very competitive, and Lenovo offers higher-end GPUs if you want them. This is just what we got to review. On the other hand, its productivity performance easily outpaced the Gen 7, with big gains in SSD performance and video transcoding. Unfortunately, the Legion Pro 5i, Gen 8, also saw a considerable falloff in battery life, losing 2.5 hours of endurance compared to the Gen 7. But given the $1,449.99 price point compared to its predecessor's $1,999 as tested price, the Legion Pro 5i, Gen 8, still represents an excellent bargain at this price point. The 16-inch 2560 by 1600 display is bright and colorful, and the 165Hz refresh rate will be appreciated by esports gamers. The gaming performance differences between our particular review unit and the one we saw last year can be addressed by opting for the RTX 4070 configuration, which costs $1,597.99 direct from Lenovo. That's a fair price to pay for the improved performance. If you want a stronger CPU for productivity tasks, slightly faster 1080p performance and don't mind stepping down to a 1920 by 1200 display, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is a fine alternative. It also offers an additional 4 hours of battery life, albeit at a price tag of $1,999.99. Overall, the Legion 5i Pro, Gen 8, is a gaming laptop deserves a lot of consideration if you're in the market for a mid-range system. Just be sure to temper your expectations regarding battery life. Number 5. The best 15-inch gaming laptop, Razer Blade 16 gaming laptop. The Razer Blade 16 would just about be a perfect gaming laptop if it weren't for its incredibly high price tag. It can run just about anything smoothly at max settings with an exception here or there. Every facet is done well from the keyboard and trackpad to the screen. It's just not anywhere close to affordable. The Razer Blade 16 disguises an embarrassment of gaming riches inside an unassuming enclosure. It boasts the latest and greatest tech from Intel and Nvidia and is one of the most powerful laptops we've ever tested. It's also the first to feature a dual-mode, mini-LED display that acts as either a native 4K panel at 120 Hz or a native 1080p panel at 240 Hz, giving you the ability to play richly textured games at high detail while also running esports titles and twitchy shooters at a blazing refresh rate. And you get all of this gaming goodness in Razer's typical solid, unibody chassis. When you are not gaming, the 16-inch, 1610 display at 4K provides a huge, high-res canvas for content creation. It looks and feels much larger than the previous Razer Blade 15 that has a 15.6-inch display with a wider 16:9 screen ratio. It's a pound heavier than its 15-inch predecessor, but it's still not a hulking gaming laptop. The sophisticated design and roomy display lets the Razer Blade 16 double as a primary work laptop for graphics pros in addition to being a ripping mobile gaming rig. If viewed as two laptops in one, perhaps then you can begin to stomach its sky-high price.